Mr. Deepak Shetty, our third guest, is a Bachelor of Engineering, ENC, CDIA, is the President of Bunds Qatar, past President of Karnataka Sangha Qatar, past Chairman of Advisory Board Karnataka Sangha Qatar, and past Advisory Committee member, Indian Social Center, member of Indian Community Benevolent Forum, member of Indian Sports Center, all under the aegis of the Indian Embassy 2017-19. He is also member of Indian Community Benevolent Fund, member of the Institution of Engineers, Qatar chapter, received several honors and awards for the green initiatives. Also, the recipient of Udupi Jilla Rajyotsava Award in 2017, Government of Karnataka, and Aryabhatta International Award for Social Service in 2015. Deepak, your first thoughts?
ಮೊದಲನೇದಾಗಿ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಚಾನೆಲ್ ಹಾಗೂ ಫೇಸ್ಬುಕ್ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ನೋಡುತ್ತಿರುವ ಎಲ್ಲ ವೀಕ್ಷಕರಿಗೆ ನನ್ನ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ಮನಪೂರ್ವಕ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಹಾಗೂ ಈ ಅವಕಾಶವನ್ನು ಕಲ್ಪಿಸಿಕೊಟ್ಟ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ವೆಲೆರಿಯನ್ ಹಾಗೂ ರಾಜೇಶ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ನಾನು ಕೃತಜ್ಞತೆಗಳನ್ನ ಅರ್ಪಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ರಿಯಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸೈಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಈವ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ಯಾನಲ್. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಶೂರ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಇನ್ ಅ ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ about what we as Indian community did in Qatar, and we have got co-panelist Simon is with us, and Aloysius. They are all very well respected in Qatar, and I'm sure we are going to have exciting 1 hour ahead for all of us.
Mr. Deepak, before I start the question on the pandemic life in Qatar, for the benefit of our viewers, can you please tell us how you were involved from your student days till now in social activities and helping the needy and organizing events and everything?
Valeran, thank you so much. You are right, actually right from my school days, because I did my schooling from St. Joseph's, Banman, and PUC from St. Mary's, Shiro Manchakal. So I was a school people leader, when I was in 10th. So right from my school days, I am always into, taking the leadership and, organizing the events. So probably, I have inherited this quality from my late father and my grandfather. I came to Qatar, after finishing my engineering. I was in Delhi for 7 years. And then in year 2000, I came to Qatar. Even though I have been a member of many social cultural organizations since 2001, but my actual social service activity started in 2005. I went on to become, as you mentioned, a president of Karnataka Sangha Qatar in 2013. Prior to that, I had served the Sangha as a sports secretary and a general secretary. And in 2007, of course, the ambassador appointed me as one of the advisory board member of ICC. And from 2018, I'm heading the Bunds Qatar as the president. My social service activities, Valerian, is not only limited to Qatar, and have been actively involved in many philanthropic activities, environment related activities in India as well since last 15 years. Bhashe, nama samskati, nama matra bhashe, ಕನ್ನಡ. ನಾನು ಓದಿದ್ದು ಕೂಡ ಕನ್ನಡ ಮಾಧ್ಯಮ ಶಾಲೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ. ಇಂದಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾನು ಕೆಲವು 2 ಕನ್ನಡ ಮಾಧ್ಯಮ ಶಾಲೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡುತ್ತಿದ್ದು ಕನ್ನಡ ಭಾಷೆಗೆ ಅದು ನಮ್ದು ಕಿರು ಸೇವೆ ಅಂತ ಭಾವಿಸಿದ್ದೇನೆ. So these are all you can say my contribution to this society. And from the Bunds Qatar perspective, or when I was a president of Karnataka Sangha, initiated a lot of activities to bring all Karnataka based organizations, people under one platform. Of course, my predecessor started, and I continued that trend in Kannada Sangha as well. Even within the Bunds Sangha also, we have diversified. We have added a lot of activities. Okay. That's what you can say briefly about.
Yeah. During pandemic, what was the community work carried out to help the needy, jobless families and others?
Okay, Valeran, it is going to take some time, and
no problem.
I need you to give me some time, to explain in detail. Yes. Because the viewer should understand, so what all we did in Qatar, right?
Yeah.
So let me say, we need to tell the viewers, what Indian community did in Qatar. And before I started with the what Indian community in Qatar, let me briefly explain you the structure what we have in Qatar. Contrary to some other countries in the GCC region or elsewhere, due to the visionary leadership of many senior community leaders, unfortunately some of them are no more, Indian community in Qatar from the last few decades has a proper structure in place to address many community-related issues. We have 4 apex bodies which functions directly under the patronage of Indian Embassy. Indian Cultural Center is at the forefront of promoting rich cultural heritage of India amongst Qatari and other nationalities residing in Qatar. Hence, all socio-cultural organizations are affiliated to ICC. We have Indian Sports Center promoting sports-related activities, and we have Indian Business and Professionals Council, which is promoting trade and business between India and Qatar. And finally, the most important, the Indian Community Benevolent Forum, okay, which undertakes the noble task of providing succor and solace to the underprivileged members of the Indian community in Qatar. Actually, when COVID-19 started spreading its tentacles in Qatar, even though it impacted all sections of the society, as Aloysius mentioned initially, to contain the spread of the virus, authorities closed down industrial area, which houses reasonably a large number of blue-collar workers. At that point of time, previous ambassador, His Excellency Mr. P. Kumaran, initiated a lot of measures under the banner of ICBF to help the needy Indians. A WhatsApp group was created with the presidents of associate organizations and senior members of the community to seek their opinion and to put the measures in place. ICBF help desk was set up to assist the people. Many associate organizations, companies, and individuals came forward to help the ICBF. From Karnataka-based organizations, Karnataka Sangha, Bunds Qatar, Tulukuta, MCC, MCA, even Qatar Billavas. I think the Simon is with us. Even the Simon Goban Welfare Association. All of them, they all helped the ICBF at that point of time. During the peak time, I was told the ICBF were really, literally distributing nearly 1,000 food packets every day. And they nearly helped 40,000 plus people with food assistance, free medicines to the hundreds of people. Also, they helped many needy people to pay their rents for a couple of months. Temporary shelter was also provided. And when the Vande Bharat mission started, they had given many free tickets to the needy and deserving people. And I must say, the ICBF Management Committee, under the presidency of P.N. Baburajan, did a fantastic job, and they all deserve a round of applause. As we all are aware, Valerian, as I said, impact of COVID-19 is multidimensional. Physical health, job loss, salary reduction issues as a result of that, food and accommodation related issues, and most importantly, the mental health, the emotional stress. As I mentioned earlier, in the WhatsApp group, we had people from all walks of life. A panel of doctors, nurses, and pharmacists was created, and it was published in the media to console the people who are emotionally strained. During that time, flights were not operating, and parents of some of the residents are also stuck here. Usually when you travel, you don't carry huge quantities of medicines. Since they could not travel back, they needed medicine urgently, and it was brought into the panel of these doctors. They really prescribed equivalent medicines available in Qatar, and it really helped hundreds of people. We also had few unfortunate death cases during the COVID-19. Again, getting approval from the concerned authorities, be it in Qatar or Air India or receiving airports in India, it was a Herculean task. Indian Embassy was really helpful those days. And I remember my co-panelist Aloysius was involved in one such case. And if I start taking the names, it will really take a couple of minutes. But we in Qatar, I must say, worked together as a team and helped in sending few dead bodies back home. And finally, Valerian, the Indian government announced Vande Bharat mission to repatriate the stranded Indians back to India. Remember the number of flights allocated were less. With 75,000 people registered with the embassy, it was really a difficult task to prioritize. Indian Embassy did a very good thing of creating state-wise panel to shortlist the passengers. And I was part of the Karnataka team. And with me were Nagesh Rao, Shashidhar Habbal, Sandeep Reddy, and Khalil Ahmad. And we were really worked very hard to, submit the list to the embassy to take the approval and all. It was really tough 2-3 months for us. And at the same time, even though flights were started, the number of flights at that time were not that enough, So then the chartered flights got started, and many organizations took the initiative. I must say the ICBF and Kannada Sangh Qatar were the first one to start. Many other associations arranged a chartered flight, but many of them in association with either ICBF or Indian Culture Center. My co-panelist, good friend Simon, so he was really struggling to get a flight to Goa at that point. Since the number of registered passengers were less, It was really difficult for them to get a flight under Vande Bharat mission. So he initiated a chartered flight. You can ask him what all he went through. It was really tough. Somehow, he managed to get a first chartered flight to Goa under the banner of Goan Welfare Association. That was an incredible effort. So you can see together, Valerie and okay, I took a little bit longer time. The Indian community did a fantastic job, under the guidance of Indian Embassy during this COVID-19 pandemic.
What do you feel are the direct and indirect tax measures taken by the Qatar to help the resident during this pandemic?
Rajesh, actually, the food and medical goods, they did exempted it from custom duties for 6 months. The Qatar Central Bank, lowered its policy rates twice in March in line with the US Federal Reserve. The deposit rate has been reduced by 100 BPS to 1%. The lending rate also has been reduced by 175 BPS to 2.5%. The repo rate has been reduced by 100 BPS to 1.5%. QCB, the Qatar Central Bank, also provided an additional liquidity to the banks operating in the country through a special window at 0 interest rate for postponing loan installments or granting new loans. QCB also, the Qatar Central Bank, has also put in place mechanisms in place to encourage the banks to postpone the loan installments and obligations of the private sector with a grace period of 6 months. The Qatar Development Bank they also postponed, installment of all borrowers for the 6 months. And if you look at the Qatar Islamic Bank, they are also providing interest-free loans to private companies under this program. The Qatar Financial Center also cut the rate on late tax payments to 0 from 5%. In addition, the deadlines for filing the taxes and audited financial statements have been extended. Government's fund have been directed to increase the investments in the stock market by nearly Qatari 10 billion. So you can see the government has taken a lot of measures to help the people and the local economy, to get over, the COVID-19 impact.